everyone, it's Dana from the Tao of Dana, and I am so excited to be sitting in a new home full of boxes right now, but that's okay. Talking to you, wanted to reconnect. So many lessons I've learned in this 15-day move, 15 days from when I learned I had to move to now, which is unheard of, even to find the place, get the place ready, move everything, a house full of stuff in, and still do everything else at the same time. And I used to completely crumble when things like this would happen. And granted, they don't happen often that you find out you suddenly have to move or something else sudden happens. But every single day we encounter things that we didn't expect. All these variables, all this stuff, and nothing's necessarily good or bad, it just is. When it's in front of us, it's just our thing to deal with, right? So what do you do, and how do you keep getting more of what you want when things that you don't want keep coming into your life? I'm about to embark on the Love Camp. If you're watching this when I first recorded it, and below you can find the sign up for the free video series. This is so exciting because it's all about elevating your whole life with love. Yes, attracting your soulmates. Yes, attracting more love and romance and passion and all of those things, but really about elevating your whole life with love. And a big part of that magnetism has to do with being able to relax. And when you're busy, when you're stressed, when you have deadlines, when you are really having to get something and you need it and you want it and you want to take all that massive action, all of that stuff is great. All of it. Deadlines are even great. All of it is great as long as you can go with the flow, as long as you can relax within yourself. And when it's hard to relax within yourself, which I know it can be, that's when your home can be super helpful. So there are a few things I wanted to talk about that you can bring into your space to help you to relax. One is to create a meditation space, a space where you don't have to traditionally meditate, but a space where you can zone out and just relax, even if it's a sofa that you make ultra comfortable and you add extra pillows, or it's a special chair, or it's some pillows on the ground, or a big floor pillow, or space on your patio, or anywhere. It could be a piece of your bed that you designate as your meditation area. I don't care where it is, wherever you have the space, make that space and use it. Use it a few times a day if you can. Just go there and take a breath. If you're working and you have this happen, see if you can take a break and go outside and take a walk. See if you can even just step out into the hallway and take a walk and come back and look around and get out of your head. It's really important. It's very hard when you are stressed to experience all the synchronicity and magic and attraction and magnetism that you want. If you have ever dated someone who's really eager to be in a relationship, that feeling that you get from them can be overwhelming. It's almost like someone wants something so badly, and if it's not 100% connecting with you, it feels almost like it's pushing you away. You probably experienced that, or maybe you were the person who was doing that. I've certainly been on both sides of the coin. You want something so badly. And it's the more you want it, the more it seems to get pushed away. So instead of staying in want, relax. Keep your eye on the prize, relax. So in your home, a meditation space, get some aromatherapy. Try even the simplest lavender oil. There are all kinds of stress blends, but aromatherapy, diffuse it in the air. If you can't diffuse it in the air, put it in a spray bottle. Just take some distilled water, put about 20 drops in a spray bottle, shake it up, and start spraying it in the air around you. Refresh the space around you. When I first moved into this place, I actually washed the floors in certain rooms with a little bit of lavender oil mixed in and a little bit of sea salt mixed in. That's a little tip to clear the energy. And then I also washed some of the floors in some of the rooms with sweet orange oil because it creates more joy. So these are all small, simple things. There are a million things you can do with aromatherapy, but just throwing some out there to get you thinking and exploring for you what works for you. Another thing in your space that you can do is get rid of the clutter. Looking at all these boxes right now, surprisingly, I'm not stressed because they represent a huge accomplishment. But I'm going to tell you right now that if they are still there in 2 weeks, I would be at the brink, because clutter, that's massive clutter and extreme. But clutter of any kind that's not being dealt with becomes something that amplifies your stress level and shuts down the magic. So clear space around you, on your desk, on your computer desktop, everywhere around you, clear space so that you have more of a feeling of freshness. And the last thing I wanted to mention in terms of bringing in more than what you want is really address what your beliefs are. I know that I was raised to believe that if I don't feel stress, like stress, not pushed to the edge of my creative wit and will, but actual hard driving stress, like to the point where it's painful, then I don't deserve to succeed. That's how I was raised. And it took a lot to unlearn that behavior, and you can unlearn it, and you can unlearn it by practicing something new. So creative, pushing yourself to the limits, creative risks, creative things where you feel your whole body is still open, where you feel healthy and well, where you feel like you can sleep at night even if you're not getting the most amount of sleep at the time. That is the positive flow where magic happens. The other type of pushing and forcing and feeling your body tense up and feeling everything tight and feeling that feeling like, I can't catch my breath. It's too much, too much, too much. And if that's your operating basis, it's very common. A lot of us have been raised that way. A lot of us have internalized that message that if we're not almost feeling pain, no gain. You can still push yourself to great heights without feeling all of that pain and flooding your body with all of that stress. So take a look and just see if that's something that's happening, because if it is, now is a great time to start practicing something new. Even when you feel that stress feeling coming on, just let yourself relax, go to your meditation space, do something that helps you to get out of your head, out of your body, take a walk, and then come back and keep going and get into that creative flow rather than that hard driving force. I'm telling you, when I know that I'm forcing something, I know it's not going to work, and I just stop for the day. I just walk away. And now I've learned ways to kind of get myself back into the groove, creatively speaking, when it comes to work. When it comes to people, sometimes we all need just some space. When it comes to wellness, sometimes you need to take a break from, or a day away from the gym or the training or the hardcore aspect of things and get some perspective. Anything that feels like it is hurting you, even though it's supposed to be making you well and driving you toward all of these dreams, even too much manifestation practice can backfire, because it becomes this stressful need and want rather than this excited, oh my gosh, something amazing is gonna happen feeling. So feel that out for yourself and see where and how you've been operating, and that can help you make a big shift. I'm not advocating doing nothing and just kicking back and watching all of this stuff pour in, but you'd be surprised. Sometimes that works too, especially if you've been doing a lot to try to get what you want and it's been evading you. But I am definitely advocating letting yourself break away from that intensity that does harm, that is not an operating basis that will carry you for a lifetime. Not everything can be on level 10 forever. If it is, you will burn out. You will burn out relationships. You will burn out friendships. You will burn out everything, because we all need yin and yang. We all need action and then rest. We all need to stay in a dynamic equilibrium, even if it is sometimes not as balanced as we'd like it to be. It still needs to feel good. So those are my words for the day. One of my lessons from this big move. Every single time I felt it was just days of getting this done, and every single time I felt like I was pushing myself, I just had to stop. I had to start meditating and thinking about all the amazing things ahead, like this incredible space I cannot wait to share with you, and then get back into it and just keep going and not think and keep my eye on the prize, and everything worked out. And everything does work out when you operate from that place in every aspect of life. How you do it is individual, but that energy really does translate. Stay open. Stay open to love, stay open to magic, stay open to more and more faith in yourself, in the world, in everything, because that high openness, that high feeling of openness, that thrilling feeling really does bring amazing things into your life. And if you guys are watching this when I first filmed it, below you can find the free video series for the Love Camp. Sign up and watch them if you want to bring more of that high vibe love into your life. It's such a big series, almost an hour of clearing and real Feng Shui magic to bring so much more energy that transforms all aspects of your life, and especially your love life, which is the best. Thanks so much, guys. If you have questions, comments, leave them below. If you've been pushing or forcing something and you don't know how to operate in a different way, leave it below and we'll see if we can brainstorm and find a better way to do things. I'm always looking for better ways to do things that feel better. So I'm wishing you an incredible week of love and light and happiness, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.